Welcome to my vinyl video series. This is the series where I take you through my entire record collection, one album at a time. Today's album is Danger Days, The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys by My Chemical Romance. I did not realize that this album had such a long title, that it was just called Danger Days until I made this video. So that's fun. The original album came out on November 22nd, 2010. My copy was released on February 1st, 2011, and I'm gonna say, without a doubt, this is my favorite My Chemical Romance album. I don't necessarily think it's their best album, but I think it is my favorite. I remember the day they released the single for Na Na Na, and I watched the music video, and it just felt like the culmination of all of these things that I'd been loving and going through in my formative years. And it had superheroes, it had rock and roll music, it was fun, it was silly, but it was also serious. And I think I was full of all of those emotions. And it made me fall in love with this album. I bought this album off of Depop, and that makes me very happy because although this is a newer album, and I know that I have more than I let on of newer albums, but I tend to only want to buy albums used. And so to find this from someone who wore it down quite a bit, not mad at them. I would have done the same had I bought it new. But I was happy to actually buy this used as well. The track list, in order from top to bottom, we have on side 1, Look Alive Sunshine, Na Na Na, Bulletproof Heart, Sing, Planetary, Go, and The Only Hope for Me Is You. On side 2, we have Jetstar and the Cobra Kid / Traffic Report, Party Poison, Save Yourself, I'll Hold Them Back, Scarecrow with slashes in between each letter, Summertime, Destroya, The Kids from Yesterday, Goodnight Dr. Death, and lastly we have Vampire Money. Favorites on this album for me are Destroya and Party Poison. I think those are just two, again, very fun and energetic songs, but also serious. They found this way to make everything they're doing, at least in my opinion, for this album, both very fun and very silly, but very just understanding that we as the audience want rock and roll that they care about. They're pouring everything into it, but they're also not taking themselves too seriously. And I love that they found that balance. Again, this is just my perception of the album. This is what I'm reading into it based off of my nostalgia and also based off of just what I like about music. Looking at the inner gatefold, meaning that the album opens like this in the middle, there is a very large photograph, and then below it there are several small squares. It feels like the photograph at the top is a still, whereas the other ones feel more of film photographs from behind the scenes of the filming of that still. I like that they're all kind of shot on similar films, but they feel different. This image at the far left has blue and green tones, whereas this image towards the center has purple tones. And then going back over, you have more blue and green tones on the right-hand side. And the very right-hand side, you have just all these yellow tones. So it just feels like, again, they were making art, but they were also playing around. And there's something about blending that. It shines through the entire album. So I genuinely highly recommend Danger Days, especially if you like early 2000s rock and roll. I think that this is just a really fun, solid album. I know that's on streaming services, so I will link it below. If you do have the chance to pick up a copy for yourself, highly, highly, highly recommend. Either way, happy listening.